Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to take a close look at how long the new Google Pixel Watch 4 actually lasts in both sizes. And that's the smaller 41 and the larger 45mm version. Google officially claims around 30 hours for the small one and about 40 hours for the larger one. But how does that hold up in real life when you actually use the watch with the always on display, all of the health trackers and a few GPS workouts throughout the day? That's exactly what I've been testing over the last few days, and the results are actually really interesting. I started both watches at 11 PM with 100% battery, both had the exact same setup, always on display was enabled, maximum screen brightness, and all of the health sensors switched on, so that's the heart rate, sleep tracking, SpO2, stress, and basically everything. Now on average I received about 10 notifications per day, so the usage was pretty normal, no extreme workouts or constant GPS tracking. The battery saver mode only kicked in automatically during the third night, and I manually disabled it again the next morning. So this was a very realistic everyday scenario, just like most of you would probably use the watch. So let's start with the bigger one, and starting point was 11 PM at 100%. After the first night, with about 7.5 hours of sleep, the battery dropped to 95%. After 12 hours, it was at 90, and after 24 hours, including the 45-minute GPS workout, it still had 67% remaining. After 36 hours and another night of sleep tracking, it dropped to 52%. After 48 hours and an additional 10-minute GPS workout, the battery was down to 29%. Now during the third night, the watch automatically enabled the battery saver mode, which I turned off again in the next morning. After a total of 63 hours and about 55 minutes, that's 2 days and 16 hours, the watch finally ran out of power. A really strong result. Officially Google promises 40 hours, but I reached almost 64 hours in total, more than 60% longer, even with the always on display, all of the health trackers and several GPS workouts active. That makes the larger Pixel Watch 4 one of the longest lasting Wear OS smartwatches I've ever tested. Now let's move on to the smaller 41mm version. It also started at 11 PM with 100% battery. Now after the first night it dropped to 93%, after the 12 hours to 84, and after 24 hours including a 45-minute GPS workout it was down to 59%. After 36 hours and another night of sleep tracking it showed 41%, and after 48 hours plus another 10 minutes of GPS training it was down to 17%. Now again, after the third night, battery saver mode activated automatically, and in the morning, after disabling it, the watch ran for about one more hour before shutting down completely. In total, the smaller Pixel Watch 4 lasted about 59 hours, or about 2 days and 10 hours. Again, much better than Google's official 30 hours rating. So the smaller model lasted about 5 hours less than the bigger one. Not a huge deal in day-to-day use, but noticeable over several days or longer trips. So the difference between the two sizes is quite clear here as well. So the 45mm version lasts about 5 hours longer than the smaller one. Not noticeable day-to-day, but definitely relevant for longer trips or more frequent GPS workouts. Both handle continuous heart rate and SpO2 tracking, sleep monitoring, stress measurement, and notifications surprisingly efficient. The always-on display was active at all times, yet the battery drain remained very linear and predictable. On average, each GPS workout, like the 45-minute session in the first day, used around 3 to 5% per hour, while sleep tracking overnight consumed 6 to 8%, now depending on the duration. During the day, even with the maximum brightness, the drain stayed around 0.5 to 0.7% per hour, really solid for a Wear OS smartwatch with the always on display mode enabled. Now overall, the discharge curve was smooth and stable, no sudden drops or irregular drain. GPS performance was also consistent and easy to estimate. When comparing the two results, it's pretty clear. The larger 45mm Pixel Watch 4 comes out on top, lasting about 64 hours under my test conditions, while the 41mm model shuts off after 59 hours. Both models outperform Google's official rating by a wide margin, and that's without any power-saving tricks or lowered brightness. In everyday use, the difference is barely noticeable. Both charge quite fast via the magnetic dock, and a quick top-up in the morning easily gets you through the day. The larger model, however, offers the clear advantage of a bigger battery, giving you extra reserve for a longer GPS workout or travel without a charger. I think this clearly shows that Google did an excellent job with the Pixel Watch 4, especially in terms of efficiency and energy management. Both versions perform impressively, but if you want to squeeze out every bit of battery life, you should definitely go for the 45mm version. And guys, that's already it for today. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. You will also find the link to the smartwatch down below in the description. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.